Ну как?
Отлично, ма.
Это твой дом, и ты можешь приходить сюда, когда захочешь.
Эй, малышка, ты дома? Ты не забыла, мы должны как следует тряхануть один денежный мешок. Надо бы поторопиться. Ну, где ты там? Время – деньги. Ты что, забыла?
Кейт, смотри, кто у нас.
Спасибо, что предупредила.
Что случилось, доктор?
СиСи, не ждал тебя так рано.
Мне передали твое сообщение в аэропорту.
Польщен твоим вниманием.
Ладно, мне было по пути. Так в чем дело?
Это касается Иден.
Доброе утро.
Доброе утро.
Я уже позвонила тебе на работу.
Зачем?
Предупредила, что ты задержишься.
Заманчиво, но сегодня я не могу.
Разве ты не собирался будить меня перед уходом?
Нет, я хотел дать тебе поспать.
Well, I'm awake now. Why don't you reschedule a few hours today, and we can pick up where we left off?
I can't. I have meetings scheduled all day long.
Cancel them.
You're very persuasive. You must be an attorney's wife.
Nathan, last night was wonderful. Please stay. No telephones, no office, no appointments.
That might have been important.
Couldn't have been more important than us. I don't want anything or anybody coming between us this morning.
He's not in.
All right, will you make sure that he gets these, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
But I don't think it's going to be for some time yet.
Is something wrong?
Oh, not by the sounds of things. Mrs. Caplow called this morning. She said that he planned to work at home this morning. But the thing is, he didn't bring any work home with him last night, if you catch my drift.
Yes, I do.
Oh, he's so happy lately.
Yeah, that's nice.
You know, they say a baby takes the romance out of a marriage, but not in this case.
It seems that marriage agrees with some people more than it does with others.
Can I get you some more cookies and milk, sweetheart?
No, thanks.
I guess Uncle Keith sneaked in while we were at your house. Maybe he was a little tired and needed a nap.
Oh, Uncle Keithy was a lot tired, Brandon. Have you explained to little Brandon our little arrangement, huh?
Oh, yeah, I told him all about it. I thought you were going to be out of here by the time I got back from СиСи.
Well, I'm sorry. I needed the rest. You see, some little vixen worked me overdrive. How's it going, Brandon?
Okay.
Great kid. Listen, have you told him when his papa's coming home?
No. СиСi is teaching him to be as sneaky as he is. I've got to get him out of that house.
Why'd you pick tonight?
He wanted to know where Mommy lives.
Does he know how Mommy lives?
Keith, that boy means everything to me.
Oh, yeah, right. Next to fast cars, money, and jewels. Yeah,
I'd give it all up if I could just have him back. Get out of here so I can explain things to him.
No, please, let me stay here. Explain the good part, like, this.
What's it, yours?
ACN. Golden Boss. Very expensive, very impressive.
I'm sorry. Nicky must have left it here.
Yeah, Nicky left a lot of things here. Give it to us, okay, now?
Stop it. God, it's cheap. I want my son to grow up to be a gentleman.
Well, really. Well, when I sell this serum, I'll be able to afford to be a gentleman.
Oh, we're never going to sell it if СиСi doesn't even know we have it.
Well, See you later, my little cabbage head. Brandon. Mommy's got a real good story for you, all right?
What's the story about, Ma?
It's all right, Alex. What about Eden? Let me show you. Right here. Aren't you proud?
When was this put there?
Last night.
I will personally see to it that not one penny of this endowment goes to your work. If any good comes from this money, it will not be because of you. Most people regret costing me, Doctor. You will too. To the end of your days.
That kind of welcome, I would have showed up earlier.
I'd better get used to it.
Rich, customers been listening.
It's okay. I don't charge for a floor show, and wait till they see my encore.
Oh, hold on. I gotta take Johnny for his checkup.
Oh, right. Yes, of course. You're a lifesaver. That's good, because I'm going to be with the accountant forever.
What kind of mood are you gonna be when I get shot?
Depends if I'm in the red or the black.
Well, I'm sure we'll find something to celebrate.
Oh, I sure would love an optimist.
Here you go, ma'am. You can pay the cashier.
Thanks. What a beautiful little boy.
He's the boss's son.
Oh,
Go away. He sure is. Go away. Go away. Oh, see you later.
Oh, hey, thanks for taking care of him, Melanie.
Sure, no problem. He's an angel. Besides, it helps with a few brownie points for the boss.
Yes, and sodas, clearing table 3.
I'm on my way.
Good.
Yo.
Come on, Jane, you're not supposed to put a boy's hair in place so perfectly. I mean, he's only a boy.
Oh, give me a break. I want to show him off. Maybe prejudiced, but I think he's special.
Careful, you're beginning to sound just like a mom.
Me? I don't know the first thing about being a mother.
Well, there are at least 2 guys in here that completely disagree with you. Right, pal?
It's me.
Hello, I say. Yes. I just got a smile, I think. I think so, too, although Mason always says it's gas. Oh, that's silly. What does he know? I'm so glad you brought him over. Me, too. No, I think it's important that he has a strong sense of family right away. Oh. You know, Sophia, under the circumstances, I would understand if you wanted to keep your distance from me and the baby.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. As far as I'm concerned, this is Mason's son.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. You know, Mason has been terrific with him.
I think that underneath that cynical exterior of your daddy, there lies a very sweet man just wanting to get out.
Yes. Well, you know, a lot of people see that side.
Obviously, he's shown it to you.
Yeah, well, I think we're going to be okay. I think I have to get this little one to his checkup, or else we're going to be late.
You want to go to your mommy?
Okay.
I don't want to let you go. No, I don't.
Oh.
And you've got Sophia's bro.
Oh.
That's a good boy.
Say goodbye.
Oh, la, la.
Okay.
Goodbye, darling. I'm
All
so
right.
glad you came over.
Me too.
I'm really sorry that СиСи missed you.
I think he's going to be relieved.
No. He just kind of plays it tough. Don't worry, he'll come through.
Well, I hope so. I certainly don't want Chip to feel uncomfortable in this house.
I think once СиСi opens his life up to this baby, gets to know Chip, and smile, that he can't help loving the baby.
You really think so?
Oh, I know, Salvatore. It takes more than bloodlines to keep a family together. It takes love. And Sisi and Mason have a lot of that love, even though they don't want to admit it. There's nothing to worry about.
You hear that?
Huh?
I hate to break this to you, but I do need those contracts by noon.
Well, I see your mood selector dial is set to tense this morning.
My mood is none of your business.
That's a very Wainwright-like retort.
Does it bother you that I care about getting my work done?
Not at all, but I think your attitude could use a little fine-tuning.
Don't start with me, okay?
Are you upset or just blushing?
I am certainly not blushing. This is anger you're seeing because you have wasted my morning. From while I was waiting for you, of course, and now I have to drag the contracts out of you.
All you had to do was ask. They're excellent, by the way, first rate.
You like them? I'm going to faint. You gave me a compliment.
Mason Capua.
One ring. You must have been expecting. Eden's alive, Mason. For now.
Is she hurt?
Not yet.
What do you want?
Patience, Mason. In time, everything will be revealed.
Where is she?
She's safe. For now. But if you whisper one word of this to anybody, Eden's dead. One word, Mason. She's gone.
What was that all about?
Nothing.
Mason, you said, is she hurt?
Stay out of it, Julia.
Mason, that is the second phone call you've gotten where you hang up and
It's
you...
got nothing to do with you, Julia.
Are you in trouble?
Mind your own business. And don't repeat anything you've heard.
If you're in trouble, I want to help you.
Julia, stay out of it. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand. Maybe if you talk about it...
Why do you always have to give me an argument, Julia? You wanted this to be strictly a business relationship. Stick to your end of it.
You're right. And I'm sorry.
Nothing that goes on in my life has anything to do with you. That's the way you wanted it. Now that's the way it's got to be.
Дорогая, я дома.
Здравствуй, дорогой.
What the hell are you doing here?
You know, just once I want to hear you say, hey, Keith, how's it going?
Hey, Keith, how's it going? Get out.
You know, for the richest man in the world, you got a lousy security system in this.
Weasels can get in anywhere. Get out of here.
You know, I'd be nicer to me if I were you. For once, I've come with good news.
You're leaving town.
Better.
Gina's leaving town. She's taking you with her.
Not even one. I'll give you a hint. It has to do with a doctor that we both know and loathe.
Nicholas, what about him?
Somebody heisted his serum.
I beg your pardon?
Pilfered. Swiped. Stolen.
How do you know? Unless you...
Bingo.
You've got his serum. You're kidding.
You want to play show and tell?
How much?
Make me an offer.
No. You make me an offer.
Oh, come on. We can one-up each other all night long. Go ahead. Go for it. Make me an offer, then I'll come back with something.
Just like you have your friends at school, Mommy has her friends. Like Uncle Keith and, well, some others.
It's okay, Mom.
You're the most important person in the world to me. You're so special, Brent. As far as I'm concerned, everybody else is just fluff.
How's that for fluff?
Look who came to visit.
Terrific.
No. Let me get that. Remember what I told you? You're the best. Hello?
We're in the money.
I'm sorry. It's a bad connection.
Oh, guardian of the serum, СиСи went for the bait like a shark.
Oh, Frank, is that you?
Frank.
Yeah. Get the serum and get over here on the express. He wants to look at the goods.
I'm afraid it's not a very good time for me.
He wants to see the stuff. Will you please get on your broomstick and get over here pronto?
Okay. I'll be there as soon as I can. I have to leave.
I just got here.
I know that. But that was my poor friend, Frank. He's like a second grandfather to me, and he's very sick. I have to go and check on him. Did you get that? Where'd you get that?
In the kitchen. I got hungry.
You know how I feel about sweets.
Gina, will you give the kid a break?
No, you see, I made these for Frank, and they're very special. I made them as a surprise for him.
How is it that I've never heard of this Frank?
Well, I don't tell you everything.
I'm sure you don't.
I won't be gone long. I'll be back. You just stay here with Uncle Mickey.
Not enough hospital bath?
No, I'll bring you some more.
Gina, I can't spend the morning babysitting. I've got to get back to the lab.
No, I'll be back soon. Please. And when I do get back, we'll do something real special.
Does that go for me, too?
Of course. Would you want to get me the rest of those popsicles? Yeah. You are wonderful, Mickey. I apologize for this, but I think it's a good opportunity for you to get to know Brandon better.
Oh, yes. We have lots in common.
Here you go, Ma.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I know that Frank will really appreciate them. And remember what I told you. You do something good for a friend, and it always comes back to you. I know that Frank wouldn't trade these for $1 million.
Oh, good boy. Hey, maybe we can go and take a little picnic today. And maybe we can get your daddy to come up. What do you think about that? Oh, there's the telephone. Right there. Hello?
Mr. Wallace, please.
Oh, I'm sorry he's not in. I'm a friend of the family. May I help you?
Yes, I'm calling from Dr. Green's office. Johnny was just in for a checkup.
Yes, I just brought him in.
Is this Miss Wilson?
Yes, it is.
Miss Wilson, Dr. Green put a rush on Johnny's tests. Apparently he was a little concerned over something he found.
Why? What's wrong?
But is there any chance the child may have been exposed to anyone who's been ill lately?
Yes, my mother's been sick. She got this virus down in the tropics recently.
Aha, that explains it. Children are usually more susceptible to these things. We'd like to bring him into the hospital immediately.
All right, we're on our way then.
No, I don't want to alarm you, but we're sending an ambulance so we can isolate him as soon as possible. I'm sure once Dr. Green starts treating him, he'll be just fine.
Oh, my God.
Try to stay calm, Miss Wilson. Dr. Green is taking care of everything. The ambulance is on its way.
You're in excellent health, Miss Wainwright, but there's an omission in your records.
I gave an entire medical history months ago.
Well, Dr. Carlson needs information about the father as well.
I'm sorry, that's not possible. I'm the child's only parent.
Well, suppose there was an emergency and we couldn't reach you. If the baby were to need a transfusion or any authorized treatment, the father could mean the difference between life or death.
Surely there must be some other way to handle this.
This is the best way.
Ask me when and if there's a problem.
Suppose you're not available.
I'll give you a bank vault number which you can open in case
Really,
there's...
this is a little silly, isn't it? Suppose the baby's ill and the banks are closed.
All right. But I would like my privacy protected, please.
Of course. These records are completely confidential.
And he is only to be contacted in the event of an emergency.
Oh, so many emergencies, Julia. It's hard to keep track of all of them.
Давай, откусывай. Кусай.
Bite, but don't break it. Beautiful.
I think I'm going to be sick.
It's okay, you'll feel better when you hear that I negotiated 6 juicy figures.
That's nothing compared to what he's going to make on the serum over the years.
Don't be a pig.
You watch yourself. Don't you turn your back on him. He's fried bigger fish than us before.
We got the bait, though.
Well. I should have known. The yin and yang of grand larceny. This is why you put the hit on poor, unsuspecting Alex. Well, there's nothing you wouldn't prostitute yourself for, is there?
No. That's it. I don't care if he writes us a blank check. We're not selling him the serum.
Oh, sure you will. Because, you know, I won't talk. Now, you may want to find another mark, but then you have to make sure he covers his tracks as well as yours.
I think he's right, darling. Silence is gold in this case.
No. We could find somebody else to sell it to.
Sure you could. You could put an ad in the paper. Stolen serum. Cures all the ailsall. Send best over to Keith and Gina at San Quentin.
Okay, but we want cash.
I want to see the serum.
Well, we haven't had a figure yet, have we?
Yes, we have. 1.5, my final offer.
I don't know. I think 2 mil has a better ring to it.
I think 1.5 has a better ring, ding-a-ling.
Okay, we'll take it.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. Plus 5% of the profits.
What? 10, intended for the gross.
I'm really impressed with you. You have taken extortion way up there into an art form.
What can I say? She had a great teacher.
All right. It's all agreed. I better check out. All written out for you. I thought you might go along with it.
No checks.
This is a binder. A post-dated binder. I test the serum to make sure it's not maple syrup. You take the check and get cash for it. Do you understand?
I like the sound of that, okay? But now, what about the percentage?
I had a little piece of paper drawn up.
Well, let me look.
Let me see that. What's the matter? Don't you trust your lady? I'll sign that.
That's...
Here.
Here.
Terrific. That's our leverage.
Oh, don't worry about a thing. We're all in this together. If anybody else finds out, we can all be hung out to dry.
Who's talking?
Well, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. I wonder how much Alex knows.
What are you two doing here?
Darling, nothing. She just wanted to find out if she can keep Brandon a little bit longer, you know. Always looking for more edge.
Well, I'm sure they're a very good influence on him.
Don't get too used to seeing Brandon's face around here much longer. I'm going to keep him permanently.
Oh, give it up. Get out of here, would you please?
I usually get what I want, СиСи. You should know that by now. But Keith and I will be leaving. After all, looks like Sophia could use a rest.
I want to know what's going on here.
Nothing, darling. I told you she's trying to keep Brandon a little bit longer.
СиСi, I heard you mention Alex's name. Now, what are you and Keith and Gina discussing Alex for? СиСi. What are the three of you up to?
How long ago did he leave for the restaurant? Okay, I'll try him there then. Oh, God, please let it be Brick.
Miss Wilson, we're here for John Wallace.
Yes, I've been trying to contact his father, but I haven't had any luck.
Dr. Green's very anxious for us to bring him in.
No, not without his father's permission.
You don't understand, this is an emergency.
Look, he doesn't even have a fever.
If he's in the early stages of something, then the quicker we start treating him, the better his chances will be.
All right, let's go. I'll just call Brick from the hospital.
I'm sorry, miss, but he's contagious. We have orders to place him in complete isolation. That starts with the ambulance.
That's ridiculous. I've already been exposed.
We can't take the risk. Why don't you get in your car and follow us?
All right, just as soon as I contact his father.
You can both meet us at the hospital, but it's important that we take care of this little guy right away.
Look, Johnny, I'm gonna, your Daddy and I'll be right there at the hospital. It's okay. No, look, honey, we'll be right there, right beside you. Here, go. It's nice. No, honey, it's okay.
Don't worry about anything. We're gonna take good care of him. It's gonna be all right.
I'm going to finish writing this up, and I'll send it to you if that's okay.
That'll be fine.
Thank you.
Excuse me, nurse. My son has an appointment with Dr. Taylor. Would you mind taking him into the office? I need to speak with Miss Wainwright. Of course, Mrs. Capwell.
Mommy will be right back.
There you go. Oh, God. All right. Is Mr. Capwell here? Yeah, he's parking the car. He'll be right out. Okay.
I'll see you in a minute, sweetheart.
Victoria, really, you and I don't have anything to say to each other.
Then don't say anything. Just listen. I do not want you listing Mason as the baby's father.
It really isn't polite to eavesdrop.
I'm trying to protect my family.
I'm sure that you heard the nurse say that they would like to contact Mason in the event of an emergency only.
Oh, come on, Julia. You keep on making up excuses just to see Mason.
I work with your husband, Victoria. The excuses are legitimate.
For an illegitimate child.
Oh, please. Please, this is a waste of time.
I do not want you breaking up my family.
The only thing that is going to break up your family is your suffocating possessiveness. Now let go of my arm.
Stay away from my
Victoria,
husband.
stop it. Will it... Ow! Julia, are you...
God, Julia.
I'm all right.
Lie still.
I'm all right. Just everybody just leave me alone. Get back. Just leave me alone.
Don't try to get up, Miss Wayne.
I'm all right. Please, I just want to get out of here.
Not until you have an examination.
I'm fine. Just help me get up. Please.
No, not until we make sure that there's no harm done to you or the baby. Just try to relax. The orderlies are on their way.
You want to tell me what happened?
We were talking, she turned to leave, and she tripped.
Where's the baby?
In with Dr. Taylor.
I'll meet you there.
Mason, listen.
I'll be there as soon as I make sure Julia's all
The
right.
nurse can see the light.
It won't take but a minute, Victoria. Now, I'm just going to make sure the baby's okay.
You're absolutely right. At least one of us should be interested in our son.
The least you could have done was take me out.
Some things even you won't do in a restaurant. Besides, I mean, who else will take you on a picnic with champagne, lumpfish, caviar, and keep them?
Yeah, but I left Brandon with a sitter. And you know how kids are. He probably made a mess of everything.
Well, I'm at home in messes, darling.
No, but Keith, I don't think... Hi.
Hi, Mom.
Where's the sitter?
Back at work. We called Mrs. Klein in 3C. She's in the kitchen.
Oh.
Oh, good. We'll hustle Mrs. Klein out and set up the buffet. I mean, should we drive him home or should we call for his chauffeur?
I'll take care of it. You sure he went to work?
Yeah, but he said he wanted you to meet him for lunch.
When?
He's been gone a while. I guess about now.
What? I can't take this stress. I mean, y'all going, but my heart can't take it.
Are you okay, Mom?
Yeah. Your mom's just very popular today. I'm going to have to go out again. But I'll be back. I promise I won't be long.
Mrs. Klein has the appetite of a fullback. You know, she almost took off her finger with a catch.
Keep the bubbly on ice for me.
Wait, where are you going?
I have to pay the other babysitter. I forgot. I'll be right back. I'll be back so fast you won't even know I'm gone.
Mind if I start without you?
You know, you would think this is some sort of conspiracy the way you're talking.
What else would Keith and Gina be up to?
Darling, I told you there is nothing to worry about.
Oh, you are really going to be sorry if you get involved with those two.
I think I've learned enough along the way how to deal with Gina.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Excuse me.
Coming with you.
Why are you following me? There's nobody out there except the...
Hi, am I interrupting anything?
No, come on in. Whatever we were discussing, we'll pick it up later.
How was the baby's checkup?
Oh, he's just fine.
If you two will excuse me, I've got some business calls to make.
Actually, Cece, I need to speak with Sophia alone for a couple of minutes. Would you mind watching the baby?
Victoria, this is Rose's day off. I really am swamped
Yes,
with work.
but I
and
really would
think
like his grandfather
Victoria.
to watch out for him. Here, it's really only going to take a couple minutes.
Victoria, I don't know.
He's really very, very good.
That's
Very
good.
good.
Victoria,
Long,
Let's
won't be
go
any
out
problem.
and talk in the garden.
Sophia?
We'll see you in a minute.
Victoria.
You're catching on. Well, thank you. Chip is going to be a caporal, and nobody is going to stand in his way if I can help it.
So what'd the doctor say?
We're going to be fine. He just wants to check the sonogram first.
How long will that take?
I don't know. It's really okay. You can go home.
I'd like to wait for the results.
It's not necessary.
Well, you're hardly in a position to kick me out, are you? What happened?
I tripped over my own feet. It's not important.
Why do I get the feeling there's more to it than that?
Let's just forget about it. I just want to get out of here and go home.
Can I get you something to read? A parents' magazine, baby and child care, maybe?
I'm fine.
Come on, be a sport. Make a guy feel needed.
You are needed. Your family needs you.
All right, I'll wait outside. But I'm not going anywhere until I find out that you and the baby are okay. No stinging rebuttal?
I was scared.
Well, you may not believe this, Julia, but so was I. So was I.
Я так торопилась.
Как Фрэнк?
Кто?
Oh, he's a lot better. He wolfed down those popsicles in no time.
You know, I didn't mean for you to rush over. I called to say that we could just do it another time.
You called my place?
Where else?
Who did you talk to?
Brandon. He said that you were on your way over, so I thought I'd wait. It was very strange. He hung up on me. I thought he liked me.
Oh, he does. You know how kids are. Sometimes they have such bad manners.
So how's the cider?
Good.
Well, drink up, kid. There's more where that came from.
Dad says you should always sip it.
Did Daddy say that? You should always sip. Old СиСи said that, did he? That's awfully smart. I hope he's smart enough to see a good plan when it comes along.
I'm your girlfriend.
Well, your mom is a girl, and she's my friend, so in a manner of speaking, I guess you could say, but not my manner of speaking, but yeah, I guess you could say your mom is my girlfriend.
Oh.
Oh, well, listen, do we object to this?
No, you're okay.
Oh. Yeah. Well, you're a really good guy, too, Brandon, so come on, tell me something. Spill the beans, okay? Who was that on the phone? Huh? Come here. Come on. I'll take you to the playground. Take you to a ball game, kid.
No, thanks.
Come on, an arcade. Come on. You gotta give me the message so I can give it to your mom.
Read my lips. I don't remember.
You know something? Your mom taught you a lot, didn't she? Instant amnesia every time you get pressed. I love you, kid. Tell me something. Do you have a girl?
No.
No? I didn't think you did. You know, when I was your age, I had them lined up in the playground behind the swing. Never trust women.
Not even Mom?
Especially not your mother. Although, for some reason, which I don't know, we seem to be in the same boat. She's crazy about you. You're just aces with her, kid.
You gonna marry my mom, Keith?
Lay off the cider, kid. It's making you imagine things.
See, this option, see, that's very risky business. You do everything right. Ooh, can you make it kill them? This right here, you see, that's another exchange. That's another capital subsidiary. Ooh, that's a very nice game.
You're training him already.
Well, I thought I'd catch up on my reading while we were babysitting.
Thank you very much.
Yes, but don't push it, Victoria, because to the world I will go along with it, but in this house he's your son.
And your grandson.
Well, only in name only.
That's not enough.
What's going on between you and Mason? I thought you were getting a divorce, or are you afraid to lose too much of that money?
Oh, my son needs a family.
And the millions of dollars he will inherit from my father's bequest?
It's not the money, СиСи. Oh, I've seen this family at its best. When somebody is in need, you all reach out and help each other.
Yes, but I find your sentimentality a little hard to swallow.
Well, it's sincere. As sincere as your joy when Kelly came home, and your grief when Eden died.
Stop it.
Oh.
I'm very glad that Eden did not see you deceive her about this baby.
My son is Mason's child. He deserves to be part of a family that he can be proud of. That family is your family. Oh.
You expect me to welcome him with open arms?
Yes, I expect that and more. You can keep your money and everything that goes with it. What my son needs is a family. And he deserves that as a Capwell and as your first grandson.
What are you still doing here?
Waiting for an update. I know the doctor was in to see you. What do you have to say?
The baby's fine. There's no damage.
That's great news.
You better go home.
What about you?
You signed the release papers, and I've got my car here.
Should you be driving it?
I'm perfectly capable of driving myself home.
I'd like to drive you.
If I were your wife, I wouldn't begin to understand what goes on between you and me.
His name is John Walls. He's only about 2 years old. He was admitted by Dr. Green.
He's not on the admittance sheet. Maybe he was taken right up to pediatrics.
I don't know.
They said something about putting him in isolation.
Oh, that's easy enough to check. I don't see anything.
What? Look, he was brought in here just about an hour ago.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wallace, but your son was never brought to this hospital. We have no record of him being admitted.
Hi, I'm back.
Where's Keith?
He left when he ran out of champagne, but he got Mrs. Klein to come back.
Oh, where's she? Oh, don't tell me. In the kitchen. Sweetheart, you really come through for me today. Thank you for being such a good boy.
I think Uncle Keith's mad at me.
Why?
I wouldn't tell him when the doctor called.
Well, that's good. You shouldn't tell him. It's none of his business. Oh, I'm afraid I've made a mess of things once again.
It'll be okay, Ma.
But I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. On the one hand, I've got this brilliant scientist who's dedicated to mankind. On the other hand, I've got this raving lunatic who's dedicated to himself.
I think they like you because you're pretty.
Thank you, honey. You're sweet. If you had to choose between Uncle Nicky and Uncle Keith, which one do you think is right for your mom?
Dad?
Oh, baby. You've seen too much at this young age. I'm afraid life hasn't been very fair to you.
I just want you to be happy, Mom.
I know you do. And I'm working on it. I'm working on it overtime.
Look, I don't care. I really don't care what your problems are. I want USAID approval, and I want it now. You light a fire under them if you have to. Get back to me as soon as you can.
You have the serum, don't you?
Darling, listen, I own a pharmaceutical company. I have to deal with government people.
You have never taken such an active interest in Delta Pharmaceuticals. Now, you're up to something, Cece.
Look, let's take a walk. We'll talk about it. Come on.
Now, you wouldn't have stolen it.
Of course I didn't steal it.
So that brings in Keith and Gina, doesn't it? She would have access to it. It all makes sense.
All right. Enough of the accusations. I knew all about the serum. I had nothing to do with the break-in.
Cece, you have to give it back.
Sophie, you serious? That stuff is worth a fortune.
But it's wrong. You have no right to use it.
Darling, this happens to be a cruel world. A real world, but a cruel world. And I gotta tell you something. Nicholas would stick to me anytime he can, and he already has. I'm just repaying him the favor.
I'm going to tell you something. I am not going to stand by and watch you get away with it.
Stay out of it. Darling, please stay out of it. Serum is mine. What I do with it does not concern you. It's business. Very, very profitable business.
Johnny wasn't admitted to Sisters of Mercy either. Nobody knows. But we'll find him. We'll find him.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wallace. I've checked with County General, and he wasn't brought in there either.
All right, did you reach this Dr. Green?
I just got off the phone with him.
And?
He never ordered Johnny to be brought in. He said the boy was in perfect health. How can that be?
Oh, my God.
So is your bedside vigil over?
If that's your way of asking if Julia's all right, yes, she is.
Good. How's the baby?
Well, he or she is as resilient as the mother is. I went looking for you at the hospital, but you'd already left.
Well, in case you're interested, our child is fine.
Of course I'm interested.
Why didn't you go to the office?
Because I knew you'd misunderstand what happened at the hospital today. Thought we should talk.
No, it's not necessary. In fact, I sized up the situation quite well. It was so obvious that I had a little insurance policy drawn up on the way back. This is your copy.
You can't be serious.
It's the only way I can protect my child. I cannot compete with what you and Julia share. A natural child, a child of your own.
You don't have to compete. You and the baby come first, you know that.
That wasn't the case today, Mason.
Today was an unusual circumstance.
Maybe, but I am tired of turning around and finding Julia ready and waiting to take my place in your life.
That won't happen.
Then prove it. I want a sworn statement saying that you will not contribute to or support in any way, shape, or form Julia's child, ever.
Well, Victoria, you've learned the Capwell way in no time at all. Congratulations. This is a classic move. Worthy of СиСи himself.
Just sign it, Mason. The only way that we can have a life of our own is if you walk away from Julia and her baby, once and for all.
World, you need good reasons to make the best choice for the news you watch. At NBC Nightly News, we believe you should get the facts easily. We think you deserve to understand the day's events clearly. We have to earn your confidence by examining the issues fairly. That's why at NBC Nightly News, we cover the world with you in mind.